All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Barcelona has taken care of business at the Camp Nou, and once again, we are undefeated still. We were able to keep the hot streak. And boy, I have a lot of thoughts about this game. Boy, do I have a lot of things to say today, man. And I'm going to be just happy. I'm just going to be, you know what, man? I'm happy we got the win, but I am not happy with this performance at all. I'm actually quite happy here that so far the poll says 66% of you are not happy with today's performance. Listen up, man. In my opinion, for everything that was at stake in this game, for everything that was basically in play, with Madrid potentially having a tough game today in a couple of hours, with Barcelona having a chance to go out and just put a performance, right, that sends a statement, that puts the pressure on Madrid, it serves the purpose in the sense that we got the job done. And at the end of the day, Real Madrid has to go out and perform, right? They have to go out and get the job done against Atletico Madrid. And we put that pressure on. But in terms of what it took for us to actually get this result done, it was actually very, very disappointing. We were the home team. Rayo Vallecano played on they played on Thursday. They should have been tired. This performance was horrible. There's no other way to slice it. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. This performance was shameful. I mean, for us to win this game at home on a header from a Ronald Araujo, for us to be able to win this game in that fashion, and that is the only goal that we actually score when we created enough chances to score, to put the ball in the back of the net. For me, the most disappointing thing was the second half. I thought in the second half we could have done a lot better. I thought in the second half Barcelona could have taken over this game. I was expecting us to score at least a couple of goals, and give Rayo Vallecano credit, man. They were the team that was playing away from home. They were the team that played on Thursday, and they kept manhandling us in the second half, especially in the middle of the field. And once again, we're gonna get into that. We're going to get into Pedri. We're going to get into how it's taking him a bit longer now to come back from that form that he was on before the injury. He looks a bit sluggish. He looks like he's not having his way in that midfield. Rayo Vallecano had a lot of chances, and you know what? I got to clap it up. I got to clap it up for my guy, Joan Garcia, in the second half. Two amazing big-time saves, including one save in the 80th minute when Frutos had the ball, and he actually had a really nice shot to the bottom right corner. And when I saw it in real time, I thought he had missed it wide. And when I saw the replay that they showed, oh my goodness, brother. Oh my goodness. Joan Garcia doesn't make any sense, bro. Joan Garcia is insane. Joan Garcia once again saving us against Rayo Vallecano for the second time. They have to be hating Joan Garcia as much as they hate any other Barca player, because Joan Garcia in the first leg is really what kept us in that game. Is really why we didn't lose that game. It's really why we were able to get a draw in that game. And you know, Joan Garcia once again, you know what? He saved us time and time again. He had an amazing save in the first half. Had two amazing saves, ridiculous saves. One was a corner header, and it just, the reflexes. He just throw his arm and it just hits his arm and it goes wide. That was a very underrated save in my opinion. And then when you take a look at the other one in the 80th minute, man, how is Joan Garcia not getting man of the match in this game? He has to be the man of the match in my opinion. I think it was a horrible game by Dani Olmo in the second half coming in. He was losing balls. He was losing every time he tried to attack and try to when it comes to the game that Fermin Lopez was playing and the game that Dani Olmo came to play, man, it was night and day. And quite frankly, if we think about it, it was horrible. And Dani Olmo tried to go past 3 players in the 80, and it was like 83 in the 83rd minute when there was like still 3 minutes to go. Why would you turn the ball over like that? And it was horrible performance by Dani Olmo, man. There's no other way to slice it. There was another time where he was trying to pass the ball. It was a horrible pass in the middle of the field. He turned the ball over, and that was like in the 88th minute. In very clutch time situations, Dani Olmo was shambolic. Also, I want to speak on before I forget. We cannot play with Ferran Torres, guys. Guys, please like the stream right now. Everybody who is here listening, please. Muscle memory, guys. Shout out to everybody and every content creator out there that had a watch along at 6 a.m. Here in my time. I know Barça Reacts was doing a watch along. That was a 6 a.m. man. I'm on like 3.5 hours of sleep as well. I came home late last night. And listen, man, I got up to watch this horrendous game, man. So guys, please like this stream right now and get me to 100 likes immediately. Subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed. Guys, we cannot do this with Ferran Torres. We cannot do this with Ferran Torres. I'm basically out on him, man. I'm basically the way that he was playing in the second half, man, trying to pass the ball. He's literally looking. Okay. Let's say we did not know who Ferran Torres was. Let's say we don't know who Ferran Torres is. And let's just think about this for a second. Let's say that we brought in Ferran Torres from the academy, and he's an 18-year-old kid that just got promoted into the starting 11. And you see that game that Ferran Torres played today, you will think he's not ready. You will think that he's not ready. You will think that he needs to go back to the academy for one more year because he's not ready. He's not passing the ball well. He's not flowing with the offense, and he's not getting enough chances. Now, the way that I saw him lose the ball 2 times in stoppage time, it just really irritated me. And I'm just like, I'm done, bro. I'm just literally done with Ferran Torres, man, at this point. And you know what? He used to miss 2 out of 3 chances, right? Remember the game against when he was playing against Club Brugge? I remember that game. He missed 2 out of 3 chances, but he never looked like this. He never looked this bad. He never looked this washed. Even when he was missing chances, he was still creating runs. He was still making us more dynamic, and he was still making us at least he will score one chance, right, out of so many chances, right? Araujo was good today. I totally agree with that. We're gonna get into that. But it's insane to me that it was ultimately Araujo, the guy of a corner kick, and he's such a threat when it comes to corners, man. And that is how Barcelona takes care of business today, man. We take the 3 points. We move on. Barcelona, let's take a look at it, shall we? Barcelona now has 73 points to 66 points on Real Madrid. And here's the key thing, in my opinion, right? For me, right, what I'm thinking is, give me 1 second here. Let me just get the chat. Where's my chat? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so here's the key part for me, right? Here's the key part. We got the job done, job completed, but for Barcelona to go out there and be flat after that beautiful game we played up against Newcastle with the high intensity, we're gonna be competing for the Champions League, and we go out there and throw this horrendous performance like that, man. It was very disappointing, especially because Madrid has a very tough game. And what if one of those chances Joan Garcia cannot save us? Now we're dropping points right before Madrid has to have a big game, right? We don't put that pressure on Madrid. And all of a sudden, now on such a big game like that, where we don't even rotate a whole lot, we come out with this horrendous performance like this. How can it be, man? We got to have more pride. We got to have more energy. We just got to have more within ourselves, man. Rafinha was wasteful today once again, missing a big chance in the 12th minute one-on-one, and he just flat out missed it, bro. And this team just needs a striker, man. It needs a striker like I need water right now. I forgot to bring my water. And Barcelona needs a striker we're so toothless at the 9. Barcelona is as dry as getting goals from a 9 as my mouth is right now. And I forgot my water. I've been speaking for a little while. And we just have to do better, man. Now, one thing that I will say is the job was done, right? One less game. Now, the countdown has begun, guys. The countdown has begun, right? Now, Barcelona, it's basically 10 games left, and after this game, now it's 9 games left. So that's what I mean. The countdown has begun. So now we have 9 games remaining in La Liga, 9 games to go out there and take care of business. And if Madrid drops points tonight, it could be 6 or it could be 7 points ahead of Real Madrid with 9 games left to play. That is insane. That is a great spot to be on. I think we were lucky just to be home. I think this is an away game that we flat out just would have lost. And I thought this was a horrible spot for Rayo Vallecano today. But here, the silver lining for everybody is everybody watching, and I appreciate you guys. Please like the stream right now. And I think the silver lining of today so far is that Madrid has a huge pressure to go out and win against Atletico Madrid. They are going to be at home, but here's my thinking, right? Cholo Simeone, you have to be pragmatic in this game. If you know that Madrid has to go attack you, right? Real Madrid has to go out and attack because they have to win this game. So why don't you play pragmatic and sit back and hit Madrid in the counters? Because if you go out and attack, that plays into the hands of Real Madrid, and Real Madrid will, if you attack, Real Madrid will sit back and hit you in the counter when it suits them better. So if I was Cholo Simeone, I would totally change my game plan because Barcelona just won this game. I am going to let Real Madrid come to me, and I'm going to do counterattacks because I know they have to win this game. I know they have the pressure to go out there and perform. They have the pressure to go out there and win this game. So that's just what I will do. I think it's going to be awesome to just wait and see what Madrid will happen. People saying Madrid will win. Yeah, maybe they will win. Maybe they won't. Depends on Cholo Simeone. Depends on what he wants to do. But when it comes to La Liga, when it comes to we have done our job, right? A worst-case scenario, we have 9 games left to play, and we are 4 points ahead of Real Madrid once again. Anyway, guys, how is everybody doing? I think the referee, by the way, I think the referee was shambolic. I think the referee was ridiculous. I think the referee was giving a corner to Rayo Vallecano when they was giving a corner to Rayo Vallecano when literally the ball hadn't even gone out, and Joan Garcia was going crazy. Like, what do you mean it's a corner? The ball's still inside. And there was 2 instances where Barcelona had the ball in Rayo Vallecano's field, and it was so congested, right? And the ball was bouncing off Rayo Vallecano players, and they were getting the throw-ins for them. What are we talking about? I'm like, what are you doing, referee? It's just like literally, and he was like laughing at one point, and I thought he was so shambolic. Added 6 minutes when there's literally no minutes to be added, except for one time the game was paused for like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, but I think it was 2 minutes. I thought it was such a horrible and just shambolic at the end of the game. And there was 3 ball possessions that Barcelona should have gotten in stoppage time. And we didn't get in any of those times. We didn't get the ball. And I thought that was ridiculous. But anyway, man, Victory Shades, how's everybody doing? There is a controversy to address, as it normally is with Barca games. We always know this, right? Every time Barcelona plays, there's always controversy. And let's talk about it. Let's take a look at it. Let me check. Hold on. Let me take this off. Okay, so the first controversy that I want to talk to you guys about is the Lamine Yamal penalty kick, right? According to VAR, it says it's not a penalty because Lamine Yamal basically, I guess the Rayo Vallecano player does extend his leg, but Lamine Yamal, it's not like he has total control of the ball, and Lamine Yamal feels the contact and kind of dives, right? So according to VAR, it was not a penalty. Did you guys think that was a penalty, by the way? Let me know in the chat. Maybe you can put a 1 in the chat if you guys think that this was a penalty. I quite frankly, when I saw it in real time, I kind of thought it was a penalty, but I wasn't sure. When I saw the replay, I was like, man, that was a tough call. I think I wanted Lamine Yamal to have a little bit more ball control there, to be honest. But I just didn't think it was enough. If it was Real Madrid, it was a penalty. Oh my God, it's funny. Araujo is an elite La Liga game center back. I think it was soft. Yeah, I probably would agree with that. I don't think there's a lot of controversy, right? This is the thing with Twitter, right? There's a play like this, and all the accounts go out and say it's a robbery, right? And then what happens a couple moments later? It's the Fermin Lopez. It's the Fermin Lopez, and now all the Madrid accounts are saying that we robbed, right? They don't talk about the Lamine Yamal play, and they go out there and say everything they can about this one in particular. Show me. Just show me twos if you think this was a penalty, because in my opinion, right, there is contact, but if you're not going to call the Lamine Yamal one, because this one happened after, right, I'm not going to call this one. And there's like, is there a penalty on Fermin over Ratiu? And the VAR says no. Ratiu tries to protect the ball, and he puts and basically puts the feet in front of Fermin Lopez's foot. And there is contact, but there's not enough contact for it to be a pen. So that's what I mean. I don't think this was a lot of controversy. I think, honestly, if you think about it, both of these were very soft. If you think about it, if let's say you are Rayo Vallecano, right, and you're asking for this penalty, are you okay with a referee calling this as a penalty in favor against you? Would you like that penalty being called against you? I would absolutely say I do not like that penalty being called against me. So if I don't want it being called against me, I don't want to be called in favor of me either. So that's just to address what people said that, or deemed to say that it was a robbery, and Madridistas took a side, Barcelona Twitter took a side, and everybody's calling a rivalry for each side. Once again, guys, there's 171 of you. I do appreciate you guys being here on a Sunday morning, right? For me, anyways, it's a Sunday morning. Please, guys, I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. I went to bed at like 3 a.m. If that doesn't get me a like, if that doesn't get me to 100 likes immediately, I don't know what the hell it will, man. But anyway, guys, do that for me and subscribe to the channel. Help me get to 10K. We're on the road to 10K, guys. Become part of something special and get me to 10K as soon as possible. That would be awesome, man. It's been an amazing ride, though. It's been a crazy ride for us to be here with you guys for a little over a year, and it's the response has been enormous, man. But every 50-50 decision went on Rayo, and they didn't hide it. Yeah, I thought the referee was very suspect, and I don't know. I feel like he I don't know. He gave Lamine Yamal a yellow card. I don't know. That was kind of a soft yellow card as well. But anyway, man, how are you guys doing, man? How are you guys doing? I'm gonna end the poll because I want to start a new poll. I want to ask you guys, who was the man of the match, man? Who was the man of the match? Oh shoot. Oh, I got what wasn't typing. Who was man of the match? Who was man of the match? I'm gonna have as number one Joan Garcia, and I am gonna have Ronald Araujo. I think these were the best players on the night. To be honest, let me start this poll right now, guys. Participate in it. The one reason why is because the amazing saves by Joan, right? They were amazing saves by Joan, but Ronald Araujo played great game today. Probably the best game I've seen him play as a Barcelona player this season. And he scored the winning goal. So I just wanted to give Joan. I know Joan Garcia. Most people will probably say Joan Garcia, but I just wanted to give Ronald Araujo a shout. I thought he deserves it. Absolutely deserves it, man. He balled out today. He helped us get that win. It was incredible. It was great. So, guys, while you guys are doing that, right, we are going to do player ratings. Once again, I love doing player ratings, man. They are so much fun. I love doing that. And quite frankly, man, I want you guys to participate as well. And, yeah, man, you know what? You guys are going to have to excuse me for 1 second. Don't go anywhere, guys. It literally takes me 20 seconds to go through this door and get a bottle of water and come right back. And we are back. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel while you guys could and like this stream once again. Get me to 100 likes immediately. All right, guys. So let's try to do this quickly, shall we? My number one option, I want you guys on a scale of 1 to 10. What number are you guys giving Joan Garcia on the night? Bravo. My goalkeeper. My goalkeeper. My goalkeeper. Saving us once again, time and time and time and time again. And you know what? I remember the first game we played against Rayo Vallecano when Joan Garcia was making those ridiculous saves one-on-one, bro. It was insane. And that's when I really knew, because this was against Rayo. It was maybe like the 6th or 7th game or something like that. And I remember like thinking, I came out of that game and I'm like, man, Joan Garcia is a goalkeeper that's going to help us get points. It's going to keep us in games we have no business being in, and it's going to keep us, and it's going to help us get 3 points when we probably don't deserve the 3 points. And you know what? This performance today, we do not deserve the 3 points. We missed too many chances, and we allowed in transition against Rayo Vallecano, a team that's supposed to be tired, and allowed them to have way too many chances. And it was Joan Garcia time and time and time again. This is how we feel when when Courtois is making those crazy saves, man. 10, 10, 11, not a single slip up or mistake at number 10. Dude, didn't we get scared though? Didn't we get scared in the first half when he was calling for help? And I'm like, dude, no. I said don't start Joan Garcia. And you know what? I'm glad I'm not the coach, because probably Chesney starts, we probably concede in this game, and we probably don't end up winning. So having Superman, as you guys are calling him in the chat, having Superman worked to wonders, in my opinion, because that's the only way we were able to win this game was thanks to Joan Garcia. This game reminds me of the Espanyol game. Against Espanyol, Joan Garcia was making ridiculous saves, man, and we ended up winning that game 1-0. So these are games that a goalkeeper keeps you in games, and a games where you probably should have dropped points and you're still able to take this win because you have a player like Joan Garcia. What a winning title goalkeeper, says our lovers. And I totally agree with you, man. This is why I love doing this with the chat in real time. So I am going to give Joan Garcia, of course, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to give him man of the match performance. That's probably 100 out of 10, right? 100 out of 10. He was on fire today, man. I'm just so happy that he got called up by the national team. His morale is through the roof. and he showed up and he balled out, and I'm just so happy for him, and I'm so happy that Hansi Flick. Kudos to Hansi Flick for starting him. I probably would have thought that maybe resting him would have been the better option. But moving on, what a number are you guys giving Ronald Araujo? Bravo performance. He's such a threat through the air. He's such a threat on those corners. It gives us a little bit of extra that we just don't have when he's not there. And you know what? Sometimes it feels like his goals are so important. If you think about it, every time he scores, it's an important goal. Who remembers that Girona goal? I mean, that Girona goal was literally a title-winning goal. And this was another title-winning goal. If we don't score this goal, you know what? We are grinding our teeth out until the end of that match to try to score on Rayo Vallecano at home. Think about how pathetic this performance was. How it's inexcusable for us to play the way we did. And thanks to our captain, as Crunchy says, thanks to our captain, we're able to get the 3 points. Look, it was the only goal, and it was a clutch goal. I don't think you come out of this game without a 10 out of 10 performance, in my opinion. It's just too important. If we would have scored more goals in a weird way, I probably would have said 9. Probably the 9, I would have agreed. But just the importance of that goal, and just how it took all that weight and all that pressure off our shoulders, I think that's ultimately the reason why we were able to win this game. And by the way, I forgot to address the I'm sorry, guys. I didn't put the chat back on. I forgot to address the super chat. Let me do it real quick. I'm sorry about that, Kev. Yeah, so thank you for the $2 holla, brother. It's today opposite day Araujo, man of the match, LOL. That's funny, man. Yeah, no, I mean, I think Joan Garcia was man of the match, but no, he was right up there. He's in the discussion as well. And a lot of you seem to agree. I've given Araujo his flowers, fair enough to him. Exactly, man. We criticize him a lot. When he plays well, we gotta use the same energy, guys. We gotta use the same energy when it's the other way around. Let's see what else. I'll give Araujo his flowers. The slide tackle goal was epic from Ronald. Exactly. I think 9 is enough. I don't handle 10 like candies. I don't handle 10s like candies. Well, how about you hand the 10 to the guy who actually scored in this match when you're toothless at the 9, when you can't have anything from Lewandowski, he will barely touch the ball, and you don't have anything in Ferran Torres. That guy looks like he needs to go back to the academy. Rafinha's missing chances. Lamine Yamal was isolated once again, and Ronald Araujo showed up. I think we're being disingenuous, but I mean, I'll take a 9. It's all right. But 9 out of 10 performance is great. Kubarsi, guys. You know what, guys? Kubarsi, in my opinion, deserves a great shout-out, man. Right now, our center-back tandem, we kept a clean sheet, right? That was amazing. That was great. That was awesome. We were able to keep this clean sheet. I think that was a very good silver lining of our defense at home. Kubarsi is at the pinnacle of that, because I think his aerial duels, his on the ball movement, his on the ball build up play, I think it's great, and I love the last couple of months from Kubarsi have been enormous. And I remember there was one time in the first half, or was it the second half? No, that was the first half, where Kubarsi was literally sprinting down because what's his name? It was Martin, or was it Frutos, that was coming down the seam, and Cancelo actually kind of missed the assignment there, and it was Kubarsi sprinting over Gerard Martin to get to that assignment and defend it quite well. And I'm like, dude, this guy is flying off the shelf, man. This guy is insane. And then Kubarsi just had solid performances after solid performances. I'm going to give Kubarsi a 9 out of 10 performance. I thought today was one of his better games as well. And Okay, let's see. Kubarsi yellow card was bullshit. Perfect tackle, no foul, and yeah, and this is why I mean the referee was shambolic because I thought it was a ridiculous yellow card. I thought it was insane. I didn't think he deserved it, to be honest. You guys are saying 8 out of 10, 8.5, 9. Let's see. The ball guy in Vallecas was a baller. Once again, we always, right? Easy Palazon is Maradona every time he plays against us. He doesn't even start for this team anymore because he's getting old. But against Barca, he turns up every time, and I don't know. It's just funny how he's always turned up against us. Kubarsi is cooking now. Yeah, Kubarsi has turned it up, man. Kubarsi's back to his best that he's looked at Barcelona, and then probably the last few months, man, they've been insane. So shout out to Pau Kubarsi. Now let's talk about Gerard Martin. I'm in love, dude. I'm in love. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I feel so safe. I feel so safe. I feel so every time is it me or is it more people that feel the same way? I feel like when there's a play and Gerard Martin is about to defend it, I feel like he's always going to make the right choice. Excuse me, guys. I feel like he's always about to make the right choice every single time. I think it's been solid. Yeah, he's been calm at the back. He's built that play. His progression passes are getting better. Everything about this guy is getting better, man. I quite frankly, low key, I think he's a keep for next season. We cannot sell Gerard Martin, guys. I'm not saying we're not going to go out and get a defender. We're not gonna go out and get Bastoni, right? We're not gonna go out and look for the Buskovich of the world. No, that's fine. But I do think that Gerard Martin is a keep. I don't even think he makes that much money. Again, hey Nathan, what is up, my guy? Thank you for the $2 holla, man. I appreciate you very much. Big up volume, not good performance, but we got the 3 points, man. That's all it matters, bro. That is all it matters to me. I will take the 3 points. But back to my point with Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin is untouchable right now. You cannot, bro. You cannot. You're playing Bayern Munich. You're playing Arsenal. You're playing Atletico Madrid. Performance after big performance after big performance. And when the game is bigger, he even plays better, man. And once again, making great defensive plays and great defensively today, man. Through the air, he was insane. Through the air, let me take a look at it because I know he was winning a lot of duels through the air, man. I know his aerial duels must have been really good because I saw him and he just started jumping off my screen, man. He had chances created, he had 1. Shots on target, he had 1. Block shots, he had 1. Shot accuracy, 100%. He had 73 touches, and passes in the final third, he had 3, right? Accurate crosses, 1 out of 1. I'm looking for the aerial duels. The defense, right? The blocks. He had defensive contributions. He had 9 defensive contributions. Recoveries, he had 4. Dribble pass was only once. And here's the one. Aerial duels, 100% accuracy. Ground duels, 1. None of them. Fouls committed was 2. I mean, that's still a performance for me. That's still, elite performance. And you know what? He doesn't get enough praise, man. He does not get enough praise. And guess what? The streak continues. The streak continues, man. The streak continues because every time he plays as a center back, we just don't lose the game. We just don't lose the game. I feel the same about Maldini. Very good player, man. He's been very good and very underrated, man. Gerard Martin, when he gives passes, I feel happy and confident. Yeah, his improvement over the past 1.5 years is actually insane. Yeah, he's the most improved player of the season, man. He's the most improved player of the season, 100%. Maldini for a reason. Wait, Martin isn't a left back. Bro is better center back than left back. Yeah. I mean, at the academy, he played as a center back. He was converted into a left back, but as it turns out, his original position was a center back. So, guys, please like the stream. I'm less than 25 likes away from my goal, which is 100 likes for this stream. So, guys, please help me out, shall we? And we're going to move a little bit quickly from now on. So, Cancelo does get the assist. He takes the corner kick. Araujo finish it up. And Barcelona goes up 1-0. And that was what? That was in the 24th minute. And Araujo makes an amazing header, hits the post. And it goes right in. I love it, man. That was a great cross from Cancelo. I don't think Cancelo was great on defense again. I do not feel like, for example, right, when I feel safe with Gerard Martin, I feel the other way with Cancelo. Every time we're getting hit in transition is on the right side, and every time he's missing his assignments all over the place. And I don't think he had a bad performance today by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm still not 100% there with today's performance. I think Cancelo 8 is a little on the higher end, in my opinion, for tonight. He got the assist, so he probably gets extra credits on that, because today's game for Cancelo, for me, right? It's more around a 6 for me, but the fact that he got the assist, and that's always a contribution to the team, and we got to take that into account, right? I'm going to give Cancelo today a 7 out of 10 performance. You guys are saying 7.5, 8, a little, like I said, a little higher for me, a little bit on the higher end. I'm going to go with a 7. At 6.5 is not bad. But without the assist, yeah, 7.5 with the assist. Without, it's more like a 6. So, yeah, you and me are on the same page on that. I feel like his performance is kind of a 6, but I'm going to give him a 7. 7.5 is a little generous, but I'm going to give him a 7 for the assist. Cancelo didn't do any major mistakes in defense, but we already knew why we were not getting a master in defense with him as a 7. Yeah, I mean, we agree on the grand scheme of things, because with you giving him a 7, I agree with it with the 7. But to say that he didn't make mistakes, okay, I understand what you guys mean by mistakes. All right, he didn't make a mistake that you can see, right? Apparent mistakes or boneheaded mistakes, of course not. But he's giving up too much space in behind, and maybe those are the little things you just don't see, right? Let's see. Cancelo is better with Jamal than Rafinha. Yeah, I mean, it could be. But a 7 nonetheless. What are we doing with Marc Bernal? I thought Marc Bernal had a very good first half. I like his presence. I think he's got this aura to him, right? Like, where he's playing great defense, great positioning, attacking wise. He was attacking, and he was going into the box a couple of times. And I still don't think his chemistry with Pedri, it's all the way there yet. I think they need to play with each other more. I think they're perfect for each other. They just have to get more reps together. I thought today was a very decent performance, not jumping off my screen by any means. I believe that probably a 6 is on the lower end. I thought the second half he wasn't that great when he came out. Yeah, probably 6.5 to 7. I think his first half was better than the second. I think him coming off in the second half was the right call. And ultimately, right, I think what I do love of him is his presence. You can see it, you can feel, and you can just see his vision, his passing accuracy, attacking into the box, try to take a couple shots, always being so aggressive. I think it's great, man. Bernal, I think a very solid 7 is awesome. Miguel, a shameless win's a win. Yeah? Hey, man. Madrid, how did Madrid win against Rayo Vallecano? How did Madrid win against Rayo Vallecano? Rayo Vallecano was winning 1-0. This is at the Bernabeu, by the way. At the Bernabeu. And guess what? They were winning 1-0 in the 70th minute. I think it was Rodrigo who scored in the second half in the 75th, 78th minute. And then this guy, man, Cias, right? Cis makes an unbelievable mistake inside the box and gives Madrid a penalty kick. It was a boneheaded play, man. The last play of the game. And that's what it took for Real Madrid to beat Rayo Vallecano. So, if and right now, who remembers that except me? Nobody cares. All that people care is that Madrid is 4 points away from Barça. Nobody cares how they beat Rayo Vallecano. Nobody cares how they beat Celta de Vigo when Celta de Vigo should have beat them. They hit the post by Aspas, hits the post, and then Madrid goes in transition and they win the game because they capitalize. Nobody cares how they beat Celta de Vigo. Everything people care about is did you win or lose? And Barcelona won the game at the end of the day. That's all that matters. We're 7 points away, baby. So we'll take it. So Bernal is a 7, right? So guys, please like this stream. I'm less than 14 likes. 14 likes, guys. Can you guys give me 14 likes? I'm on 3 hours of sleep over here. Come on, guys. Give me a break. What are we doing with Pedri today? I mean, Pedri had a very solid game, in my opinion. I feel like Pedri is still not the Pedri that we all know and love. I think Pedri, ever since he came back from injury, he's still not all the way there. I don't know if it's the absence of Frankie de Jong or the new chemistry he has to develop with Marc Bernal, but Pedri is still losing a couple of balls, right? We're not really used to seeing him turning the ball over that much, and I think his work rate was insane. I think he was running up and down the pitch. He was telling the team to just calm the hell down. Calm the hell down. Especially when Rayo Vallecano was attacking us 3 times in like within the span of 5 minutes, and was Pedri telling everybody to calm the hell down, give me the ball, let me take control. And those are the things that people just don't see. Pedri takes over that way. He starts holding the ball up more, and the team started playing better, and it kind of settled in the second half. These are the things that we're just not going to see about Pedri in terms of stats and in terms of like jumping off your screen, in so to speak. So let's see what you guys are saying. Rayo started as a Real Madrid fan club was a Getafe. Rayo started as a Real fan club, or was it Getafe? I don't know what you mean by that. Pedri 8, Pedri 9, Prime Kanté defensive masterclass with 12 ball recoveries. Oh, that was awesome. I did not know they had 12 ball recoveries. 8 for Pedri, lost his legs as well. Yeah, he's a little bit out of shape in my opinion. Not out of shape, but out of form. At the end of games, he seems to be a little bit tired. You will see a lot more midfield control when De Jong returns. I do agree with that, by the way. I'm going to give Pedri, right? Let's see. With Frankie, he focuses on the game and control and attack. With Bernal, he's the one being defensive and returning and gets tired. Miguel, read my comments. I don't know which ones. I am going to give Pedri today for his performance. I'm going to give him a 7.5 to 8. I'm going to give him 8 because I like the stat that he had 12 ball recoveries on the night. So I'm going to give Pedri an 8 out of 10 performance. It looks like you guys said an 8, 7. I'm going to go Pedri 8. I'm going to go Pedri 8. All right, so let's move on a little bit quicker now. Fermin Lopez. I thought Fermin Lopez was great in the first half. I think he was being relentless. He was running up and down the pitch. I love his game. I just think if I haven't read your comment, just retype it. That's what I would do. That way we can move the stream a little bit faster. I think for me, when the first half was good, I think his pressing was insane. I think his work rate was good. I just didn't see a lot of clarity in his chances, and I think he was better than people would expect today. To be quite frank with you, I think I would probably give Fermin Lopez a 7 out of 10 performance. And I think when he came out, he was still running up and down the pitch, man. Like, this guy gives you a lot of work, man. This guy gives you a lot. So I really think Fermin 8, he got tired too. I think he was a bit tired. I saw him like laying down, right? Oh my goodness. Excuse me, guys. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. This game was 6 a.m. for me, so you're going to have to put up with some yawns. Anyway, Like I said, Fermin Lopez, I think it was a solid performance, not a great, not bad. I'm gonna give him a solid 7. Now Lamine Yamal, I think Lamine Yamal was a little bit isolated in my opinion. Once again, every time he had the ball, though, it did look like something was gonna happen. It took Cheverria, right? Cheverria was having a hard time with him. Cis was having a hard time with him. He had that one play where he kind of win his duel, and a lot of people said it should have been a pen. Didn't think it was a pen. Miguel, the ref kissing Madrid ass too much. Don't be surprised if Bayern lose to them because of the refs is favoring Madrid is so obvious. Yeah, I mean, if we talk about the Champions League, I wouldn't disagree with you, but that's a topic for another day. Yeah, even though Lamine Yamal did not have like the greatest performance, I still think it's at least a 7.5, 7.1. Miguel, go to sleep. I will try to go to sleep after this, to be honest, a couple hours before the Real Madrid game. Yeah, so like I said, Lamine Yamal did have that one a very nice that should have been an assist, like Trivela style, very long pass, and Rafinha just couldn't connect with it, and he did ended up shooting on target, and the goalkeeper had a very nice save, but make no mistake about it, Rafinha just didn't connect very well. Let's see. By his standard, it was average a 6. Lamine Yamal 8.5. Rafa ruining all his passes. Yeah, I know. Rafinha wasn't on his day, man. His day was against Newcastle, and at the end of the day, Lamine Yamal, right? He would have had a little bit better. His performance would have looked a little better if he would have like had an assist, for example. So I'm gonna give him a 7.5 out of 10 performance. For Rafinha, I think Rafinha was wasteful in this game. I think Rafinha was not on his game. He missed a one-on-one in the 12th minute, and he missed another chance where it was basically the keeper. It was basically a collusion with the keeper. He stole the ball from the goalkeeper, and it was basically a wide open net. Now, he didn't have a good angle on it, but it was basically a 3-on-2, and he didn't pass the ball. When he finally passed the ball, when the defender was closing in on him, and he could have passed it to Lamine, and he could have passed it to Dani Olmo. And when he finally did, it was too late, and he let them off the hook. That should have been a goal, in my opinion. And Rafinha, even because he's not a right-footed, he didn't take the shot. But also he closed out his angle. Instead of going centrally, he went too wide, and he made a mistake. He also, like I said, he was pretty wasteful. He wasted another Lamine Yamal pass. I think Rafinha, I think it's fair to say a 5 out of 10 performance. 2 out of 10 looks harsh to me for his work rate and everything that he does on the pitch defensively. Oh, my goodness. Guys, like the stream. Like the stream. Oh, my God, man. Low energy today. Yeah, so I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10. And I really think that Rafinha wasn't really his best game today. Now Lewandowski. One thing that I will say, Lewandowski did not touch the ball in the first half, and I wonder if that's the reason why he came out, or I wonder if there's a lingering injury there with Lewandowski. But it's obviously that Lewandowski, his legs are not there to be the starter, right? His legs are not there to be with us 100%. This is why I said I would always use Lewandowski in the last 15, 20 minutes of every game, maybe 25 minutes of every game. That's where you're going to get the most output for him against tired legs. He can come in and still finish great chances for you. But when you put him at the start, he barely touched the ball. Okay, and one thing I will say, though, and this is going to be on the team. We say, oh, we don't have a striker, we're toothless and everything. But you know what? We did not give Lewandowski one shot, one opportunity, one pass. And this is an indictment on the team as well. When you're not creating chances for your striker is going to look toothless. So the team has to create more, even for Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres isn't missing a lot of chances today. the team has to create more in general. So especially for your number 9. So I don't fault Lewandowski too much, but I'm still gonna give him a 5 out of 10 performance. I don't think it was a great performance. So all right, let's talk about the guys who came off the bench. Ferran Torres. It's hard to say this, but I don't want Ferran Torres even as a backup anymore. This guy literally looks like he forgot how to play football. He forgot how to play football. If he was an academy player, I would say send him back. That's how bad he looks in the first division. That's how horrible he has looked, man. He has looked very bad. So I'm going to give Ferran Torres a deuce. Once again, another deuce. No chances. No, not making the offense more dynamic. No movements. He tried to make good passes and he made bad passes. Every time he tried to make something happen, he failed miserably. And he got to be better than that, man. He's got to be better than that. That's too bad for Ferran, man. I really feel bad for him because he's ending the season on a really bad note, man. And he's still getting called out by the national team. How? Maybe because Mikel Merino's out. Yeah, but no rating for the Sardine. Oh, the Deuce, we know why he's called the Deuce. Dani Olmo, horrible performance. Horrible performance by Dani Olmo. This is what we get with Dani Olmo, right? 2 good games and a bad one. It is what it is, man. This guy looks like he forgot how to play football once again. And Dani Olmo was not good enough. He was missing balls. He was losing them. Every time he tried to make something happen, he failed miserably. He couldn't even link up play. We couldn't even hold the ball in the last 10 minutes of the game because Dani Olmo came in and had no impact. He couldn't hold the ball. He couldn't help Pedri do anything in this game. Our midfield got run through in the last 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes of the game. It's because Olmo couldn't impose his will. Ferran is called up. Yeah, Ferran got called up by the national team. Let that sink in. Anyway, so I'll give Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo gets a deuce in this game from me. Dani Olmo gets a deuce from me, man. Marc Casado was fine. He's playing it too safe in my opinion. I wish I see a little bit more from Casado, to be honest. But you know what? I'm not going to be too harsh on him. I think he was okay. I'm going to give him a solid 6 out of 10 performance for Casado. Marcus Rashford came in for like 10 minutes of the game. I thought he was okay. I thought he was I can see the difference between when Rafinha is playing at the left and when Rashford is at the left. Rashford is more direct and is willing to take more players one-on-one. I think he was fine. LaMarcus Rashford haven't seen the pitch for like 2 games or 3 games, and it really showed. He had the speed, he had the energy, but he had one time where he took 2 players and was going into the box, and I think Cis made a really good defensive play on him. Otherwise, it would have been a one-on-one. So I'm happy with what I saw from Marcus Rashford for so little that he played. I think he gets a solid 9. A solid 7 is what I should say. That's why Rashford should play the 9. Yeah, maybe Rashford at the 9 it's becoming more and more appealing. I know his finishing is bad, but maybe that's the best we gotta do, man. Okay, so Xavi Expar, guys, once again coming in for another 6 to 7 minutes. I thought he looked good. He looked poised. He looked good on the ball. Not a lot to talk about for him because he didn't have a lot of touches, but I'm loving what I'm seeing from him, and maybe Flick should have given him a little bit more minutes. I think he played good. I'm going to give him a solid 7 out of 10 performance. I think Hansi Flick gets a 10 out of 10 for me on the night. I think Hansi Flick was very underrated in this game, especially with the team being flat. Man, Flick was livid with the referee, man. Flick was livid. And, Germans, they're not going to blame referees, right? They're not going to blame referees. And even Flick was doing that. So I'm going to give Flick a 10 out of 10. I would have benched Joan Garcia, and I would have been wrong. So I'm going to give him a lot of credit. I think he was going to start Tex Szczesny. So the fact that he didn't, it turned out to be the right call. And also, starting Araujo, I would have started Xavi Expar. and started Araujo, and Araujo delivered in this game. So total Hansi Flick masterclass on the night. I got to give him his flowers. So 10 out of 10. So I think the referee is going to get a deuce from me. I think I'm going to start rating the referee, by the way. On my ratings, I'm going to rate the referee, and I'm going to give him a deuce. I think the penalties were good calls, but the game was shambolic. He gave them a corner when clearly Joan Garcia saved the ball from going out of bounds. And in stoppage time, he gave Rayo Vallecano two ball possessions when we should have had the ball in throw-ins. Is Fermin out? I don't know what you mean by Fermin out. Is he out? What do you mean by that? All right, guys. So it's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is time for the widget hour, guys. I have 91 likes. My goal is 100 likes for this stream. So if you haven't liked this stream yet, if you just joined, please hit the like button. It should be muscle memory for everybody. So guys, please do. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. I woke up to watch the game, and I'm right here showing in front of you guys, making some content. So if you guys do me a solid and please like the stream for me. So guys, now it is time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think this is gonna be fun for me because I think there's plenty to go around, right? In my opinion, right? I mean, let me know in the comments, guys. What is your good? What is your bad? And what is your ugly? Let's see. Oh, did I not put in the title that it was a 1-0 game? Yeah. So. Oh, did my title not good? Guys, let me know what is your good, what is your bad, and what is your ugly, please. I would like to know. It looks like for you guys, Joan Garcia was the man of the match, and I do agree with that, by the way. I do think that's the right call there. But I want to know what you guys are good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, we won. The bad, it was too close. The ugly, the referees. Yeah. That's probably gonna be it for me as well. I think the good, Araujo. Okay, Araujo, you got me there. Araujo good in his confidence. The bad, Cancelo's defense. The referee inconsistent. So look, I got to put it like this, man. I'm gonna say it. Okay, the good was Joan Garcia and Ronald Araujo. That was really the good performance. I thought they were incredible on the night, and not only as a goal scorer for Araujo, but he played good defensively as well. He was looking like a leader once again out there. Probably the best game of the season for Ronald Araujo. As far as the bad, I think the bad was the referee. I think the bad was the referee for the reasons I just mentioned. And I'm going to give the ugly performance to Barcelona as a team. I think this was a tough game. I think this is a very crucial point of the season where we cannot drop points. We let a lot to be desired. We left a lot to chance. We left a lot to luck. And we left a lot to Joan Garcia. And I think this is a vintage game where Barcelona would have dropped points. And we were lucky to get away with it thanks to Joan Garcia. And quite frankly, thanks to Rayo Vallecano not capitalizing. They had one chance in like the 85th minute when I think it was the Frutos who takes a shot, or Alvarez take a shot when it was like a 3 against the goalkeeper. It was 3 against 1. I think it was Gerard Martin back there. And he took the shot all by himself. Everybody thought he was offsides. It turns out that the Alvarez, the player who had the ball, wasn't offsides. And he takes the shot and he shots it wide. I felt like my heart sank in that moment. I thought they were going to score. So that's in part Rayo Vallecano not capitalizing on their chances, right? So I think the ugly goes to Barcelona as a performance today. I think today's performance was horrendous, and there's no other ways to slice it. But other than that, guys, I think that'll do it for today's episode. I'm going to record a match reaction. I wasn't going to do it, but I said, you know what? The hell with it. I'm just going to go ahead and do like a 10-minute thing, rant, and I'm going to go off and talk about what happened in this game. More of a condensed version of today's show without the player ratings, of course. So, guys, thank you guys for watching this show. Barcelona takes care of business. putting all the pressure on Real Madrid, and Barcelona moves on to now a countdown has begun. 9 games remaining to go in La Liga to get this title, man. Let's get this, man. Let's get this title, man. You guys have no idea how much it would. If Barcelona wins La Liga, Real Madrid has to win the Champions League for them to win anything. And that's going to be very difficult for them. So it will be a big blow if Barcelona wins La Liga. So at the end of the day, Barcelona takes care of business, and that's all that matters. In a couple of games, or when we win the league, nobody's going to remember how we beat Rayo Vallecano. The only thing matters is that we got the victory. But guys, thank you guys for watching until the end of the show. I appreciate you guys for being here on a Sunday. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, Visca el Barça.